5 years. 5 years of uploading videos that nobody watched. 5 years of checking my analytics every single day, hoping today would be different. It never was. I had channels. I deleted them. I started new ones. I deleted those too. I watched other creators blow up in months while I sat at 12 subscribers, wondering what was wrong with me. And then something changed. Not overnight. Not magic. One shift in how I thought about this whole thing turned everything around. I'm going to walk you through exactly what it was, what I tried before it that didn't work, and what actually happened after. Because if you're where I was, you need to hear this all the way through. How it started. Let me take you back to the beginning. I made my first video years ago with a cheap mic and way more confidence than I had any right to have. I thought that's all it took. Just show up, talk, hit upload. 10 views. Most of them were probably me, refreshing the page just to check. But I didn't quit after that. I told myself, the next one will be the one. I said that honestly, I lost count, but it was well over 100 videos across 5 years. Some did okay. Most didn't. And the worst part wasn't even the low views. It was the randomness. I'd post something I worked on for a week, and it would sit at 30 views. Then I'd throw something together I barely cared about, and it would somehow do 10 times better. That randomness is what really gets in your head. You start questioning everything. Is it the algorithm? Is it my voice? My face? My ideas? I went through every single one of those questions on repeat for years. Everything I tried. So naturally, I did what every struggling creator does. I tried to fix it from every angle. I changed my niche. More than once. I started with gaming, jumped to commentary videos, tried tutorials for a while, then went back to gaming because nothing else was working either. I bought equipment, a better mic, then a better camera, then lighting I genuinely didn't know how to use. I told myself the gear was holding me back. It wasn't. I read everything. Every YouTube algorithm exposed video, every post at this exact time, article, every thread about ideal video length. I followed all of it. Some weeks I'd post daily because someone said consistency was the secret. Other weeks I'd spend 2 weeks on one video because someone else said quality over quantity was the secret. None of these things were wrong, exactly, but none of them touched the actual problem. I was rearranging furniture in a house with a cracked foundation. The breaking point. There's one night I remember clearly. I just posted a video I was genuinely proud of, felt like my best work at that point, and 24 hours later it had less views than people I knew personally. I sat there and thought, 5 years of my life, and I have nothing to show for it. I almost deleted everything. Not just the channel, the footage, the project files, the editing software. All of it. I didn't. But I did stop. For about 2 months, I posted nothing. And during that time, I didn't watch growth tutorials or algorithm breakdowns. I watched the creators I actually, personally enjoyed, the ones I kept coming back to on my own time, not for research. And I tried to figure out why. That's when I noticed the thing I had completely missed for 5 years. The thing that changed everything. None of the creators I kept coming back to were the best editors. None of them had the most polished thumbnails or the cleverest hooks. Some of them, honestly, were kind of rough around the edges. What they all had was this. You knew exactly what you were getting from them. Their videos felt like they came from one consistent person, not someone chasing whatever was trending that week. And that's when it hit me. For 5 years, I'd been asking the wrong question. I kept asking what will perform well instead of asking, what do I actually want to make, and who is this actually for? That sounds almost too simple to be the answer after 5 years of struggling. But it wasn't really about the question being clever. It was about what changed once I started answering it honestly. I stopped trying to sound like other creators. I picked one direction and committed to it long enough for people to actually start recognizing me, instead of switching lanes every time growth felt slow. This wasn't a hack. It didn't make a video go viral overnight. What it did was give me a reason to keep showing up that didn't depend on the next video's view count. What actually changed in practice? Once that mental shift happened, a few practical things followed naturally. First, I stopped judging myself video by video. One flop doesn't mean anything. I started looking at patterns across 10 or 20 videos at a time, and that alone took so much pressure off. Second, I got honest about what consistency actually meant. It's not about posting every single day. It's about people knowing what to expect from you when they click. Same voice, same lane, same reason to come back. Third, I I stopped comparing my video number 12 to someone else's video number 400. Of course, they were doing better. They had 400 videos worth of practice and audience building. I was comparing my starting line to someone else's mile marker, and that comparison was never fair to begin with. And fourth, I let go of needing every video to be the one. Some videos exist just to keep the channel alive and keep me improving. Not every upload needs to be a breakout hit. Where I'm at now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I made it and everything's perfect now, because that wouldn't be honest and you'd see through it anyway. What I will tell you is the channel finally started moving. Slowly at first, then less slowly. And more than the numbers, I actually enjoy making videos again. That feeling had been gone for a long time, and getting it back mattered more to me than I expected. If you've been grinding for a while with nothing to show for it, I'm not going to pretend there's a secret formula I'm holding back from you. But I will say this, check whether you're solving the right problem. Most of us aren't failing because we're bad at this. We're failing because we're optimizing for the wrong thing entirely. If any part of this hit home, tell me in the comments where you're at right now. I read every single one, because a few years ago, I really needed someone to just tell me it gets better, and I didn't have that. Subscribe if you want to keep following this, because honestly, this video is just the start of where the channel's headed. Thanks for sticking with me through this one. I'll see you in the next video.